Greetings. Welcome in. Welcome in. I am Simone the Shepherdess, and I was taught that when you get, you give. When you learn, you teach. I'm here to preach, and y'all finna get this word. Welcome into Sound Therapy. Welcome in. I keep saying into. Why am I trying to welcome you into today? No. Welcome to Sound Therapy Sunday. It is where I utilize some type of spiritual instrument to help us in releasing what didn't serve our purpose in this previous week, help us to align with what we are trying to manifest in this upcoming week, and to also ground us in this present moment. We aren't living in our past, and we aren't anxious for our future, but we are giving gratitude for this present moment. Before I begin, I'm going to cleanse the energy with some Palo Santos. Of course, you don't want to do it right. Allow the energy from this Palo Santos to cleanse you, renew you, refresh you. As we are indulging in this sound bath for the next 40 minutes, I want us to put our intention on releasing the past version of ourselves, the outdated version of ourselves. There's no way we can walk into this new version of ourselves attached to the old version of ourselves. So as you are listening to the sound bowl, the music, allow it to detach you from the old version of you. Ashe. Ashe. I'm meditating. You can definitely join in while meditating, but I don't know how to stop what I'm doing to log into a game. Have you used the potty? Huh? When I'm done meditating. If you can't wait until then no. I cannot help you. Sorry about it. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Y'all, give me 1 second. Let me run to the potty. I'm back. So I forgot to tell y'all, today I did my sound therapy with my rose quartz bracelet and some rose of Otto. I don't know why I want to say risotto. Rose Otto. I guess I want some risotto. Okay. How you feeling? How are you feeling? Do you feel lighter? Feel the sneeze coming on. Bless me. So the journal prompt question for today is, what are you passionate about? Another one coming. What are you passionate about? Yesterday, well, just in general, y'all know, I spend literally all of my time with my kids at the moment. But I enjoy like satisfying them. Like, I'm very passionate about my kids. I'm very intentional about my kids. The smallest little things that they do like melts my heart. Makes me grateful for them, like cooking a healthy meal and they enjoying it or something. I told y'all like how they curl their little small cute toes, or how they might glance at me, and how love, you don't even have to speak the same language. You don't even have to speak at all, but a person can look at you with a certain gesture or I guess intention behind the look. Like, you don't even have to say nothing. You just look at them and it's like, I'm sending you love, I'm sending you peace, I'm sending you gratitude. In regards to intention, their skin, I know as soon as my kids eat something that they're not supposed to eat or that they don't typically eat, because it immediately shows up on their skin. So my kids are my passion in regards to how I move forward while in this season of my journey. Because the amount of attention and intention that Quentin and Cairo gets from me isn't the same that my older son got, because I was, doing what society told us to do when it came to my oldest, and it was, okay, go to school. So I was always in school. I was always working a job. He was in daycare. And it's like the smallest things that I do now with Quentin and Cairo, I kind of not regret or resent, but it's like, damn, I didn't do this with Kaden, or I can't remember this with Kaden. For instance, y'all know, told y'all I've been in the process of potty training Cairo, and pat on the back to me, because I'm just so fucking awesome. Like, he's the first child that I've potty trained literally all by myself, and it is going remarkably well. However, like, while I'm potty training him, I realized I didn't potty train Kaden for the most part, because Kaden was in school for 8-9 hours out of the day, and a lot of that was handled at school. So, like, Kaden would come home and already know things or how to do things. And I see now do I want to say influence? Or the assistance that I had while Kaden was, growing up and in school. Because Kaden was in school has been in school since he was 6 months old. Quentin and Cairo have never been in daycare or preschool or none of that. So just being passionate about how I'm raising them, what I'm instilling in them, the environment that I provide for them, the people that I allow to experience them, or that I choose to I don't want to say keep them away from, but I guess keep them away from. So what are you passionate about? What brings you joy? What makes your heart warm? What makes your heart warm? We continue to talking about like how balancing your heart chakra is aligned to you indulging in a passion. And a passion could be the smallest little thing that brings you joy. That brings you joy. Something that you used to do when you were a child. That was a question recently on here, and I think somebody asked me, like, so what did you enjoy doing as a child? And I was like, I enjoy traveling, going to the beach. So I'm trying to align with that lifestyle. So me and my kids can travel whenever, however, and not feel like I have to budget for it, or I have to ask permission to take off work to get it done, or I have to send a note into school and let them know that they're not going to be there, and worry about them talking about him losing his spot and just all this other shit. Unnecessary shit. Like, I definitely want to get back to traveling, but something that I do that's very inexpensive, that allows you to utilize your creative mindset and is meditative, is coloring, y'all. I enjoy coloring. I've always been a colorer, if that's a word, or a colorist. Which one? Either one. I like to color. Like, when we first got computers growing up, we going on the internet printing coloring pages, coloring sheets, and just spending the day coloring. I have a coloring book. It was not originally my coloring book. I think like we ended up taking it from my oldest sister, who had it when she studied abroad in Europe. I think when she was in either high school or undergrad. So this coloring book is over 20 years old, and I still have it, and it still have, like, I love it. I love the way the pages are. I love the way the pictures are, like, and I have not been able to find a coloring book that is equally yoked. But no, I definitely enjoy coloring. So that's something I try to do. I try to do it. I don't try to do it every day, but at least weekly. Yeah, so what are you passionate about? What brings you joy? What do you enjoy doing that doesn't feel like you're doing something? Like, it doesn't feel like a task that I'm doing it. I don't feel like I'm obligated to be indulging in this. It just comes naturally, and then when you're in the midst of it, it doesn't even feel like time exists or nothing else even matters. Okay, y'all, so I have a few cards today. I'm about to pull from this. It's a new tarot deck. It's new to y'all, but it ain't new to me. I didn't have this. This is my first time using it. So let's go and grandfather it in. I don't know why I was called to this, because this wasn't even in my office. Like, this is downstairs. I literally took it out of the box and set it downstairs. That's when it came. Spirits. I'm near. I'm clear. I'm ready to hear. What's the message? The plot needs to know. Tell me so. Tell me what you need to know. Backstabbers, they smile in your face. Okay, so we got 4 cards that came out. The first card that came out was the 8 of Cups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. The 8 of Cups. We're gonna dive deep, but what am I getting from this? Moving on. Travel. This person it looks like a male figure, is facing the horizon, observing the horizon. The next that came out was the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords puts me in the mind frame of an ending. I also get the backstabbing from it. You've been hurt, you've been backstabbed. However, this chapter is ending. This season is ending. Then the 4 of Wands came out. This came out recently, this past week. And we know the 4 of Wands is about celebration. What have you accomplished? What are you praising yourself for? The end of this journey, the end of this season, overcoming these trials and tribulations. Or do you turn trials into tribulations? So do you overcome a tribulation? Or do we just overcome trials? But a celebration, we are celebrating. We are aligning with our abundance. Every day should be your birthday. Every day you should be living like it's your birthday. Then we got the Chariot. Chariot, that movement again coming in. You walking or journeying into this next season. You're sowing these seeds that are going to align you with your destiny. Let's dive deep. Let's see what this Arthur says about these cards. So the first one was the 8 of Cups. That's weird. This goes backwards. Wasn't expecting it. Says 8 of Cups. A man of dejected aspect is deserting the cups of his felicity, enterprise, undertaking, or previous concern. This card speaks for itself on the surface, but other readings are entirely antithetical, giving joy, mildness, timidity, honor, and modesty. Let me see what a different deck say. I guess I haven't pulled the 8 of Cups recently. So this says the 8 of Cups. Letting go, releasing that which no longer serves you. A ritual, releasing. A time to move, stuck energy, walking away, leaving your old reality to pursue a new one. Abandonment, disappointment. Let me give y'all that card again. Yeah. What did I say? Journeying away from something. Looking at the horizon. Seeking something new. leaving behind what no longer serves you. It says, she has released her last cup into the sea, and her bowl burning ceremony is over. It is time to walk away from something in your life. Choosing your sacred dream, especially when you're feeling disappointed, is one of the biggest acts of self-love that you can enact. Choosing your sacred dream, especially when you're feeling disappointed, is one of the biggest acts of self-love that you can enact. When you take that very first step, you begin to choose yourself. There is nothing more healing or more powerful. Find your resolve and untether any anchors that are holding you back. Though your disillusioned heart may require some TLC, you can realign your path by shedding outgrown expectations, hopes, people, ideas, beliefs, guilt, or ways of being. If you find yourself exhausted or confused or jumping from thing to thing, know that you are entering a mystical period of intense shifting, and that releasing old stories will help you to travel lightly. Go in the direction of epic dreams, happiness, and greater meaning. Affirm, I walk away from negativity and I choose myself in a rebellious act of self-love. I got on here talking about how this Sunday, as we are indulging or enjoying the sound bath, to set an intention of releasing that outdated version of yourself, releasing that version of you that no longer serves you, that past version of yourself. A lot of us are trying to move forward with the same mindset. A lot of us are trying to move forward with the same group of people. A lot of us are trying to move forward doing the exact same thing. The definition of insanity is doing the exact same thing, expecting different results. Doing the exact same thing, but expecting different results. How can I align with high vibrational people or a higher frequency if I'm still in the depths of hell? Congregating with demons, with people that aren't adding value. They are literally the walking dead. Spirit is saying we are putting ourselves first and walking away from the things that no longer serve us. We're leaving everything behind. That's how faithful we are. That's how faithful we are that the divine will replace it 10 times better. Or 8 times better in regards to this card. I mean, yeah. So then we got the 10 of Swords. It says, a prostrate figure pierced by all the swords belonging to the card. Whatsoever is intimidated by the design. Also pain, affliction, tears, sadness, desolation. Smiling faces. Smiling faces till lies. Now I got the proof. Okay, this is 10 of Swords. Painful endings, crisis, being stabbed in the back, an opportunity to find deep healing, an opportunity to find hope and resiliency. This 10 of Swords comes to us in times of blinding truth, when delusion is lifted. Sometimes the truth is painful because it indicates backstabbing or personal loss. This card can mark an abrupt end to our current path and a jarring resolution in the form of a broken relationship, a blocked dream, a fractured partnership, or a discontinued career path. While these endings feel severe in the moment, the most potent seeds of hope are always planted in their place. Remember that our wounds teach us about our greatest strengths and illuminate our innate ability to heal. Your dark night of the soul will be met with a beautiful new dawn that is filled with more light than you've ever experienced. Remain open to love and joy as you process this ending and look to the sunlight that awaits. Watching the sun peek over the horizon is the highest task of a bruised heart. I am healing every day. I am healing every day. Affirm that I am healing every day. The divine is saying that yes, you are about to embark on an ending, but in order for a new beginning to happen, we have to have a death. We have to have an ending. As you are accepting this new beginning, the divine is saying, don't you fret. Don't you worry. Because you are well taken care of. You are covered. You are covered. The only thing I need you to do is stay intentional with your mindset. Stay intentional with your heart, with your thoughts, with what you are emitting to other people. Yes, you are experiencing an ending or about to embark on a journey of an ending. And the divine does not want you to resent what is about to happen, does not want you to impose negative feelings on others because of this journey that you are about to experience. No. The divine is saying accept everything as it is because it is supposed to be happening. I'm removing everything that doesn't serve your purpose in order for me to align you with everything that does. The next card that came out was the Four of Wands. I don't like how this tarot book is playing it. But I respect y'all craft. It says from the four great staffs planted in the foreground, there's a great garland suspended. Two female figures uplift nosegays, and at their side is a bridge over a moat leading to an old manorial house. Yep. They are for once almost on the surface. Country life, repose, conceited, harmony, prosperity, peace, and the perfected work of these. Hey, peace. We are celebrating peace. We are aligning with peace. Let's see what this one says. It says Four of Wands, celebration, prosperity, an important event or milestone, gathering of souls, kindreds, stability in home and relationships, sometimes signifies marriage. Bring the noise. It's time to kick back in joyful elation. You've been building foundations, and after a period of massive shifting, it's time to enjoy some well-deserved communal bliss. If you've been through a cycle of rapid expansion and awakening, this card marks a transition into a more harmonic and stable state. You have reached new levels of consciousness, and it's the perfect time to enjoy a milestone event and celebrate with the people who love you. Love them right back as they are. And sometimes this card signifies a marriage or another significant occasion. While connecting with friends and family, make sure you relax, release, and allow your body to integrate all the lessons you've been working through. Happiness and harmony are yours to be had. Enjoy these warm vibes of celebration and success. Also, when was the last time you danced? Affirm. I am devoted to my connectedness, and I celebrate the wonder of living, and I celebrate the wonder of loving bliss with my community. So yes, we just had that Ten of Wands, that ending. The divine is saying that ending has ended. That ending has ended. We are walking into a season of harmony, peace, prosperity, celebrating. It even says some of us about to get married, and y'all know that I have been in the process of aligning with my divine counterpart. I am manifesting marriage, y'all. Are you? It is time to celebrate. You suffer no longer. Now it is time to live in celebration. And the last one that came out was the Chariot cards. Let me just read this one. The Chariot. Victory, speed, and action. Determination, harnessing and uniting opposing energies, success, travel, confidence, willpower, and control. The universe constantly gives us the opportunity to become the person we want to be. It's a magical time for taking inspired action. Push ahead with willpower and determination because you will get there. Remember, inaction is the same as deciding to stay still. Remember, inaction is the same as deciding to stay still. The Chariot reminds you that while you are on your way to your goal, you need to make decisions about your best path forward. If you feel pulled in two different directions, know that you will be able to coax both of those energies toward the same target. Charging ahead without paying attention to your path can sometimes be harmful to those in your wake. So take care not to trample on those on your way up the mountain. Choose the thing you really want. Focus your efforts and move swiftly. If you aren't sure what your direction is, when it's time to make some plans, align goals, and spark dreams. Affirm. I choose who I am becoming, and I run toward it with a conviction and consistent motion. I choose who I am becoming, and I run toward it with conviction and consistent motion. Yes, we have suffered. Yes, we have endured. Yes, we have overcome. And the divine is saying, as we are embarking on this new season, embrace it. Embrace who you are becoming. Embrace who you are becoming. Be consistent about the steps that you are taking to continue to align with the person that you are becoming. Nothing behind you matters. Nothing in front of you matters. This present moment is what matters. Who can I be now? Right now, it's 11:06. Who can I be right now? What can I give right now? How can I align with the best version of myself right now? In all aspects, in all situations, with all people. Have I accepted this new version of me, no matter who doesn't agree outside of me? Okay, let's see what I'm gonna do next. Let's do a chakra card. Spirits out in there. I'm clear. I'm ready to hear what's the message. Let me start over. Spirits, I'm clear. I'm near. Ready to hear what's the message. The plot needs to know. Tell me so. Tell me what you need to know. We got two cards that came out. The first one was Soulmate. This is from our root chakra. And it's crazy that this came out and we just had the four of celebrations. Wow. The Four of Wands talking about celebration and possibly marriage. It says soulmate. Rose without thorns. It is time to face my true feelings. It is time for him to leave her again. To use the script he always does at this point. He even knows her next line. She will say, "How can you do this to me?" But unexpectedly she says, "I love you." The words of the script die on his tongue. He struggles to get them out. Just a few words and he will be free, but they won't come. Suddenly he clasps her to him. He loves her. This is the true freedom he sought. Inspiration. To enjoy the beauty of a rose, we must risk being pricked by our inner thorns. This offers a new way to live. The best incentive to change is love. Personal inquiry. What truth am I embracing? This card indicates no longer living a lie. Key ideas: speaking your truth, choosing love, freedom through transformation, resistance to commitment, an unexpected outcome, new truths. Keywords include authenticity, treasure, and trust. The first card that we got that came out was the Eight of Cups, and it was saying how that person was walking away from the things that no longer serve them, aligning with their most authentic self, their most sacred self, no matter who they had to leave behind, no matter what they had to leave behind, no matter what they had to shed. You are your soulmate. Yes, we are aligning with our divine counterparts, but are you being true to you? What truth am I embracing? Have you accepted that you can no longer be associated with that past version of yourself? It's impossible for you to move forward dragging who you used to be along with you. Or attempting to drag it along, because it's not doing nothing but hindering you and slowing you down. Trying to walk into this new season while carrying and pulling the leaves and the weeds from the past version of yourself. This is also giving me greetings. Did you use the body? You didn't wet your undies? Pound me. You so awesome. I'm almost finished, okay? You ain't gonna put on charger. Go find the charger so you can plug it up. Okay, when I finish, I'll help. Okay. The message of detachment. How, oh, they don't even give him no name. But how he was so used to breaking up with people and them like throwing a fit, and it made it easier for him to just walk away. But in this scenario, he was like, I can't do this, I'm done. And the girl was just like, okay, I understand, I love you. I love you so much that if I'm not serving you, I want you to go and find somebody that's aligned. Find somebody that can give you whatever you are seeking or needing. It's time to detach. It's somebody that's in a relationship right now, or that's holding on to a relationship by sewing thread. And do we know how thin sewing thread is? The divine is saying it's time to release. If it's meant to be, it'll come back to thee. It'll work out for your best good. If it's meant to be, you guys will align later on down the line. I wasn't even trying to rhyme that time. But yeah, detach. Stop holding on. Stop strangling that situation, that person, or that thing, and release. The Eight of Cups said that he left everything behind. He left everything behind. How faithful are you? How faithful are you? Are you faithful enough to leave everything behind and start anew? The next one that came, oh, I don't even think about this. Faith card. And this is from our, I think our brow chakra. Yep. Says faith. Royal purple brick. I am more than I think I am. Peggy is terrified. She can't see past the wall in front of her, and it is preventing her from moving forward. She cries out for help. The great spirits appear and tell her that she is holding a royal purple brick, thinking it is a wall. They encourage her to place the brick back in the path and ask her not to give up on life. Peggy lowers the brick to the ground and courageously steps forward. Her future lights up. Inspiration. What frightens you is something much smaller than you know. If you are experiencing pain, holding on tighter will only worsen the situation. Your greatness awaits. Wow. If you are experiencing pain, holding on tighter will only worsen the situation. What's crazy is, like, I pulled this card before, but y'all know, like, I'm still learning and building a relationship with these cards so I can read them intuitively. But just reading the verbiage that these authors put in these different books and how they align when I pull from different decks is just mind-blowing to me. So for this faith card to come out after the soul mate card came out, and it mentions if you're experiencing pain, holding on tighter will only worsen the situation. And what did I just say? It's time to detach. It is time to detach. We are attached to people who literally have a straw in our cup and sucking from it. Have you ever had a cup, and I don't typically get ice in my drinks, but you sip it through a straw and you like, it's like a little bit's coming out, so you like, it's still something in here, but it's making that sound. It's like ain't nothing really coming out, but somebody's sucking you dry like that. And the divine is saying, have faith. Put that person down, release that person, release that thought, climb over that bridge, that wall, whatever you need to do in order for you to move forward. Keep your eyes on the horizon. We are becoming the best versions of ourselves, and we cannot do that with negative self-talk. with carrying baggage from